The Apo Six killings, a tragedy of power and injustice. On the night of June 7, 2005, in Abuja, Nigeria's capital, a tragic event unfolded that would become emblematic of the nation's struggles with police brutality and judicial inefficiency. This incident, known as the Apo Six killings, involved the extrajudicial execution of 6 young Nigerians by police officers, sparking widespread outrage and a prolonged quest for justice. The 6 victims were Ifeanyi Ozor, a 21-year-old auto spare parts dealer; Chinedu Meniru, a 23-year-old businessman; Augustina Arebu, a 20-year-old woman who had recently completed her secondary education; Anthony Nwokik, a 21-year-old trader; Paulinus Ogbonna, a 24-year-old businessman; Ikini Isaac Mugbe, a 21-year-old trader. These individuals were friends and acquaintances, with most engaged in legitimate businesses within Abuja. On that fateful night, the group visited a nightclub in the Garki area of Abuja to celebrate Augustina's recent graduation. As they departed in a Peugeot 406 car, they encountered a police checkpoint. An altercation ensued between the group and the officers, reportedly initiated by Deputy Commissioner of Police, DCP Danjuma Ibrahim, who allegedly made advances towards Augustina, which she rebuffed. Subsequently, the police officers opened fire on the vehicle, killing 4 occupants instantly. The remaining 2, including Augustina, were reportedly taken to a police station and killed the following day. The police then labeled the victims as armed robbers, a claim that was widely disputed by their families and the public. The killings sparked national outrage, leading then-President Olusegun Obasanjo to establish a judicial commission of inquiry headed by Justice Olasumbo Goodluck. The commission's findings contradicted the police's narrative, revealing that the victims were unarmed and had no criminal records. It was determined that the police officers involved had attempted to cover up the incident by planting weapons on the victims and falsifying reports. What emerged instead was a chilling tale of abuse of power. Augustina reportedly had an earlier altercation with a senior police officer at a nightclub. Witnesses suggested that the officer orchestrated the group's arrest as revenge, leading to their eventual execution. The panel identified several police officers involved in the killings, including Deputy Commissioner of Police, Danjuma Ibrahim, who was accused of ordering the execution. Witnesses testified that Ibrahim had a personal vendetta against Augustina and manipulated his position to carry out the attack. In 2005, 6 police officers, including DCP Danjuma Ibrahim, were arrested and charged with the murders. The trial, however, was marred by delays and procedural challenges. It wasn't until March 9, 2017, nearly 12 years later, that Justice Ishak Bello of the Federal Capital Territory High Court delivered a verdict. 2 officers, Ezekiel Acheneje and Emmanuel Baba, were sentenced to death for their roles in the killings, while 3 others were acquitted due to insufficient evidence. DCP Danjuma Ibrahim was among those acquitted, a decision that drew criticism from the victims' families and human rights advocates. The Apo Six killings underscored systemic issues within Nigeria's law enforcement and judicial systems, particularly concerning police accountability and the prevalence of extrajudicial killings. Despite the eventual convictions, the protracted nature of the trial and the acquittal of senior officers highlighted challenges in achieving justice for victims of police brutality. The incident also galvanized civil society organizations and the public to demand comprehensive police reforms. While some measures have been implemented, concerns about police misconduct persist, as evidenced by subsequent movements like #EndSARS, which called for the disbandment of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad due to widespread abuses. The Apo Six tragedy remains a poignant reminder of the need for accountability and reform within Nigeria's security apparatus. It serves as a testament to the resilience of victims' families and advocates who continue to seek justice and systemic change, ensuring that such atrocities do not recur. Their fight for accountability continues, serving as a reminder that the wheels of justice in Nigeria often turn too slowly, if at all. The case also galvanized calls for sweeping reforms within the police force. While initiatives like the Police Reform Act of 2020 and the disbandment of the notorious Special Anti-Robbery Squad, SARS, show progress, Much work remains to ensure that tragedies like the Apo Six never happen again. 18 years later, the memory of the Apo Six lingers, a haunting reminder of the lives lost to abuse of power. Their story is a clarion call for justice, accountability, and a society that values every life, no matter how ordinary. Please like, share, and follow or subscribe to this page for more. Thank you.